All right, before we get into this game of underrated, overrated, I just want to quickly talk about the or the patch that's coming up. Next week, remaster. It's time. March 6th, or February 6th, it's happening. But also keep in mind that Chinese New Year is coming up. And every year, Chinese New Year, if you don't know, it's a moon fragment event. It's a huge money making event for whales to spend, Nexon to make money. It's basically a huge cash back event, right? You buy packages, you can purchase mounts, fashion stuff, you know, I don't even know, rating exalts, Star Force stuff, all kinds of great stuff, right? It's people go crazy on it. But the one thing that I want to tell you guys, kind of just to take advantage of it, knowing that it's coming up soon, I would wait. If packages come out next week, right? I would wait to the very last minute, if you can, to purchase the packages. And the reason is because, or at least wait until the Chinese New Year event comes up, right? The moon fragment event comes up. So because in the past, they've just, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, they throw packages out, and then the Chinese New Year event comes on Thursday, or the patch is on Wednesday, or whatever it is. And if you buy packages before, you're not going to get those points. You're not going to get those moon fragment points. So if you are going to spend whatever it is, right, on pets, usually come out, um, auto battle, rating exalts, everything. They usually give a 2 times fragments, whatever, for that first purchase. I would wait until the very last moment, if you can, to buy the purchase. Like if it's going to expire, 7 days expire, just wait until the Chinese New Year's event comes out, and then use it to at least get those fragment points. Um, just a little tip from experience from not doing that. So yeah, take advantage of the moon fragments if you're buying packages. And also if you're out there trying to take advantage, not buying packages, but want to take advantage of the market, check it out. Star Force packages, Star Force scrolls always get cheap. Mounts always get cheap. Fashion gets cheap. Ancient rating exalts usually get cheap because people are making those for the Star Force scrolls, and then they undercut each other. So keep an eye out for that. You don't always have to buy the packages or spend real money to take advantage of these kind of stuff. So keep that in mind. All right, gonna play this game, underrated, overrated. And I hope this helps some of you guys, understand how gearing is and what is not as great as it used to be, right? So we'll start off with an easy one, right? I guess they're all easy. Underrated, overrated. I'm going to do HP. HP is so underrated. It is arguably, in my opinion, the most underrated, stat that no one pays attention to, right? Everyone looks at a player card or someone's stats, and they see their attack, physical attack, magic attack. And shocker, another big bubble is HP. Who would have thought, right? It's pretty important if it's in a big bubble, right? Versus, everyone just looks at crit damage and boss attack and then final damage on the side. There's a reason why HP is in big, bold, big bubble, right? And just think of it this way, right? There is nothing that gives you more security, or makes you play a little bit more aggressive, or helps you do a little bit more damage, than knowing you're not going to get one-shotted, right? It's just simple as that. Like once you have experienced the ability to tank big skills, oh man, the amount of confidence that you can play with, the wiggle room that you have to do DPS or sometimes even avoid mechanics altogether, it is a game changer, right? And you'll see the upper tier players really take advantage of that, really understanding when they have to move away, and when they can tank stuff, and when they can save their iframes, when normally they would have to use an iframe to survive an attack, right? And people talk about this in Damien. Arc was a great example, 120k for the Lightnings. Like Hard Magnus back in the day, right? Surviving the orbs that flew down was huge. It's just every step of the way, HP has mattered up to a certain point, and it's not going to change, right? So just keep that in mind. It's always good, and the way to build your HP is through obviously exalting, building up your armor, but don't sleep on the accessories, right? A lot of people just throw on EXP accessories because it helps their build. I get it, right? More physical attack, more crit damage looks nice, but if you're lacking in HP, look at that accessory, right? That gives 1,000 HP. Look at the boss set bonus, the 5 set, the 6 set, the 7 set that gives more HP. Look at the potential that maybe gives you 2 to 3% HP percent. Look at that Kaiser Link skill that gives you 4% HP. Just keep that in mind, right? It's not the priority number one. Like, you're not going to take it over final damage or physical damage, but if you get a big number, or if you're lacking, if you want to do a little bit more damage, sometimes just having a little bit more HP over certain thresholds goes a long way for gameplay and for survivability. Shocker, for DPS, right? Highly, highly underrated that I think people often just push away to the side.